Hey everybody, it is the 1st of January 2024. Me and the boys outside having a little look around the garden. Thought you'd show you guys around as well. See what it looks like. We've made heaps of progress already, and I'll try and put up some pictures of what it all looked like. But this is our new house that we purchased not too long ago. Let's have a look around, won't we, boys? You gonna come with me? Come on, let's go. So this is the Blue Java banana. Obviously where I am, bananas aren't exactly the greatest idea. It gets very cold here in the winter, so my plan is I've already repotted it into this new pot with it's got its own wheels, and I'm going to be wheeling it inside, probably even making like a custom sort of greenhouse for it to live in the winter, because it's just going to be so cold. But since I've gotten it and it is summer, it's already grown this new leaf here. We've already got a new frond, I think they're called, coming up. So technically bananas are a herbaceous plant. There's no woody sort of part to this, so it's growing, and it just sort of grows out of that center. So you just see these little fronds come out. They actually they grow inside this area here, and then just sort of pop out. Like, this was not here yesterday, so that's what's going on with that. And over in this courtyard, so these are all Australian natives, well, for the most part. My favourite's this one, the Eucalyptus caesia. Got beautiful flowers at the start of summer. And then, yeah, just some nice natives in this little courtyard here. Obviously cost a mint for the previous owners to put this together, but it is really, really nice. So just having a look at the rest of the plants, I've got some strawberries that are primarily actually just growing a whole heap of leaves. I'm going to have to feed them a little bit differently, but there are some strawberries in here, and I'm actually attempting to train them to climb into this garden here. So whilst obviously I'm not going to try and turn this into a veggie bed or anything like that, it would be kind of funny to see some strawberries climb across there and do what they do. Got an old orange from the old house. This is not doing great, I'd say. So the reason for that, and we'll see if we can find some, because I've actually washed most of them off, but you can see some ants that are crawling over it. Part of the reason for this is there's little mites. You can see these little dots. See that little dot there in the middle? That's actually a little mite. And it's similar to aphids. They sort of just feed on the plant. So you can wash them off really, really easily, but I don't know. It's just very hard to get them all because there's just so many of them on the plant. And I'm pretty sure the ants are actually farming them. So I think it's just sort of detrimenting this plant a little bit, but I don't know what to do, so I might just try and keep washing them off. They'll keep helping it grow, but I don't know how we'll go with that. Let's have a further look around. We've got our potatoes, which are pretty much done. They've started getting eaten up a bit. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but they're being eaten. But I mean, they've been there for quite a while, so it's pretty much time to go now anyway. They're not flowering, and I think the rule is normally you're meant to wait until they flower, but it's going to be a bit too late for that, I think, because they're getting chewed up a bit. So, but anyway, we should get some nice potatoes in there. Red Pontiac in that one. Got our oregano from the old house, and this is the courtyard. So other than that, I've still got my veggie pod. I'm going to put some stuff in there at some point, but not a priority at the moment. I've got saffron in the pots up the back, so we'll probably see them pop up in a video in autumn or close to winter. Other than that, the only one thing which, whilst Ted does a little bit of grass pruning for me, thanks buddy, is these are Peruvian lilies. Now, the previous owner, when we were walking around with him having a look at the garden, he was like, "I've tried to kill these." I'm like, "Are you serious, Ted? Look at these, they're beautiful." So I've let this go and grow up, and I even put a sunflower in here. So There's a sunflower giant sunflower that's gonna rise up. But yeah, the previous owner left like a lot of stuff, some statues and other sorts of crap that was a little bit in this garden, but mainly in the garden up the back. But yeah, anyway, so this is all lots of cleaning and weeding that I've got to do. At some point I need to trim some of these plants here. I actually don't know Australian natives that well, so I don't actually know the names of these. Lemon tree from this is a beautiful lemon. This one actually has like the sweetest lemons. It's actually almost, they're almost not lemons. It's crazy. But yeah, it's got a bit of a deficiency, so I'm trying to sort that out. I'm not exactly sure what that deficiency is, but I'll have a look and figure it out. Also put some sneaky plants over here. We've got some tomatoes and some zucchinis. So I'm just using little bits of space every now and then. And what we'll do now is walk into the sort of back area where there's a lot to see, a lot of new stuff. It looks completely different. So this all used to be tambark. For anyone who's missed it, this was all like this red tambark you see over here, which we've mostly gotten rid of. Most of it's gone into these raised garden beds that we've built up. Took about 9 cubic meters of soil to fill up these beds. That's after putting in a huge, like many wheelbarrows worth of this tambark into the beds themselves. So it's it's been a bit of an endeavor. We actually this is version 2 of the shading for this. So previously had some shading that was just sort of nailed onto the posts that are in there, but that got blown off in a massive windstorm that we had a couple of weeks back. So we've re-secured it, set it up again, and just provides a little bit of shade, because as you can see, this is a very open area. There's no shade, this is the first time I've ever had to deal with this in the garden. So normally in my previous houses I've had to deal with, as Teddy goes by. You going back inside, buddy? No? Just having a look? He's a good boy. Anyway, I've always had to deal with too much shade. This is the first time I've had to create shade for the plants, because otherwise they would get roasted, especially the younger sort of plants that we have in here. The general mix of this is we've got things like beetroot, lettuce, there's chilies, capsicum, there's pumpkins and zucchini up the back. And I know putting pumpkin and zucchini in a patch like this is questionable because it'll go everywhere, but I'm not too phased. See how we go, because we do like pumpkin and zucchini, don't we? Hey, good boy. So I'll pop up some pictures of what all this used to look like, but yeah, that's the gist of it. Oh, sorry, not zucchinis. Zucchinis are in the other bed. This is cucumbers and pumpkins. Then over here we've got things like got some beans. There's some pollinators in there just for a little bit of fun. More lettuce, and then we get down to some more cucumbers and pumpkins down here. So these are baby, they're called baby something pumpkins. So they should be relatively small and not taking up too much room. And then my tomatoes, which are looking a little bit worse for wear, but they'll do what they can. We also have some citrus trees over here and an apple, none of which I actually care for. I don't like them. In fact, I hate this whole deck. So we're going to get rid of this deck at some point. We'll get rid of the deck, probably build a bed over there, and then I'll chop this back. I don't mind this. This is nice, but I will get rid of these trees over here and build all of this area into another garden bed. And then we'll have compost is going to go down the back over there, I think. I haven't fully figured that out just yet. Anyway, so head over here, and this is effectively a herb bed. So this has got things like there's lots of basil, chamomile down here, catnip, just for the boys. There's also like mushroom herb, chives, all sorts of things, and pineapple sage. And then in the middle is my grandma's bay leaf tree, along with our weather station. So the only problem I'm starting to see with this is because it's very exposed, as you can see, it's perhaps overexposed. So I might just have to put some sun-loving plants in here instead, because the herbs aren't doing great as far as I can tell. But yeah, but this used to be, so there was this bed, there was another circular bed over to the side, and then another one down there. And in like the first weeks, we ripped all of them out, and then sort of got to where we are now comparatively. What is it, Hank? What can you see? Who is it? Who is it? It's all right. Hey, it's all right. And then this is just for reference, we're going to get rid of this chook house. The washing line, don't need it. Up the back, I'm going to have to chop a lot of this vine back. I'm not going to chop it off, but I am going to chop it back because I don't want to have to get rid of it, because it is a nice little coverage up the back in a way. This is a great shed, nice shed, lots of room in it. So we've got the garage and this shed. This is like a really big shed, I think. It's like 4 by 2 meters, I think. So that's kind of cool. Water tank up the back is for the sprinklers that are supposedly underneath us, which we still haven't seen yet. So I don't know. Anyway, final bed is this one here. So we've got all manner of random stuff that I threw in here. We've got some, this is green Oaxacan corn. It's not doing great. I think it just had a bit of a tough life when I was growing it from seed, because I brought it from the old house. But it is meant to be taller. You can see the tassels are already out. And I'm kind of like, these are meant to be about 2 meters tall. So I don't know what the deal is with that. Or maybe I got that wrong. But yeah, the corns, and then there's a silk down there. So yeah, they're starting to fruit, which is great. Like, it's cool, but just not a little bit unexpected. And the first of the sunflowers is also popping up. But yeah, we got tomatoes, we got zucchinis. I've already grabbed like 4 or 5 zucchinis off these, which is great. And there's one more down there, and another one. This bed's not fully operational just yet, I'd say, because I haven't actually touched the soil. So this is just what was here. I've just planted into what was here. So I'm gonna have to put some proper soil into this one soon. Well, once the season's over. And then we have, just a few more lettuce, some more zucchinis, so on and so forth. And that's that. So that's the back garden as Hanky runs off. He's going back inside, and I'm going to go back inside too. That's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you later.